Okay, I'm going to go ahead and introduce week 17 to you, which is April the 27th through the 30th. We're looking at your final exam. I do not have the right chapters up there. Sorry about that. The chapters are actually 4 through 6. No, 3 through 6. The final exam, I'm keeping the same date that you originally had the final exam, just not the time. There's no time. You can take all day in which to complete it. But to be ready for the exam, I do have the pages. So if I told you chapters wrong, just make sure you study the pages. 108 to 213, 214 to 222, 230 to 236, 254 to 257, 267 to 274. And this just kind of goes through all the elements that you need to know to take your final. And also you're going to need to, and I'll go over the final in just a second, you need to do your final draft of writing assignment 2, but wait until the workshop. This right here is moved to right above it, because remember that I'm giving you feedback and I would really like you to use the feedback to write your final version. I will also move the workshop that was used to do the essay for the final exam, and please wait to do your final exam until you see that workshop show up so that you have the feedback that you need to make that essay as best as it can be. Okay, so the final exam, it's just like it is in 111. I think most of you had me for 111. You have just a lot of reading passages where you're having to decide whether the statements that follow are true or false based upon the reading. And I think I'm going to go through and add like A's and B's in front of the cierto or falso. So you'll actually put an A or a B in the blank. Just to make it a little bit easier for grading and less likely, because sometimes people, when I have it like this, they'll misspell cierto or falso, and it's just easier to catch those mistakes. It's the same thing, just a lot of reading. You just read and then you decide whether statements are true or false based upon what you've read. I feel like, nope, that's still true, false. That's it. All of yours are true, false. Then you're going to watch a video just like you did in 111. This is the video. This is better quality. This one is in YouTube, so if you can't get it to play, you do have to watch this one, but I would suggest watching this one. This one's through My Language Labs. And again, you can set the closed captions to Spanish and watch the video. So you'll hear them speaking in Spanish and you'll see the closed captions there as well. Get back down here. Okay. And then essentially you will fill in the blanks. I mean, these are the people who are speaking throughout the video, and based upon what you're listening, fill in what was missing. And then down here, this goes along with the video, but it's not like you have to necessarily watch the video. It just comes from chapter 4's vocabulary, I think, when we're talking about reflexives and parts of the house. So you would just take those words and plug them in. And I think I'm going to do the same thing again, write ABC, so you can just write ABC in the blanks. And then you have your writing section where you were supposed to review a restaurant. And remember, I want you to use the workshop. So you should have already done the review. So if you look back, it's a few weeks still up here. You have this final exam prep. I gave you, when you open it up, this is the exact directions that are in the final. You should have already written it. And then I gave you an example to look at. So this will get moved to right here, right before you take the final. Make sure you open it, look at the feedback that I gave you, make the changes. There'll be that symbol sheet again. Make the changes that I suggested, and then when you're ready, paste those that corrected essay into your final to get the most points possible for your final. And that's everything you have to do for week